Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I am Gary, your host. This is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and then examine the stories and the art. This time I want to take a little look at this book here. And unfortunately, it's the only one that I've got. This is Cavewoman, issue number 5 from Caliber Comics. This is in the storyline called Rain. And it is a continuing storyline, and so it's right in the middle. And unfortunately, there's no previously, no indication of what previously has happened. We're just right in the middle of this, and then it ends on another cliffhanger. So, and this is Cavewoman, number 5, Caliber Press, from 1996, by Bud Root. It's a heck of a name, Bud Root. And it is an alternative comic book created by Bud Root, running from 1993 to 2009 from various publishers. And it features the superhuman 19-year-old jungle woman, Miriam Cooper. And I wonder where that name came from. Who fights prehistoric creatures in the Cretaceous period. And as it progressed, other creators worked on it as well. But Bud Root was always the force and the creative spirit behind it all. So, it was apparently originally self-published. So this issue 5 is just the issue 5 of Caliber, the Caliber run. And this storyline apparently started with that. So, and it takes place in modern times, so I don't know how she got into the Cretaceous period in the first place and how she got back. And there are dinosaurs and a giant ape that looks just like King Kong, but more the size of Mighty Joe Young. But it has some really nice artwork in it. See, Bud Root, he was born in 1958, and he is German-born, but he's an American. He was an Army brat and born on an American Army base. And he was created the indie comic Cavewoman, and is considered one of the contemporary good girl artists. There are others as well. And while in the Marines, his art skills were used by the graphic arts department to draw for visual presentations. I know how that is because I got roped into doing that on my ship too, among some other people. And after serving, he failed to get work at Marvel. So, he got hired for a project by a comic shop owner, and it didn't sell well, and didn't really make any money. So he got paid in King Kong memorabilia, which is undoubtedly where he got all the reference material for this story, with this giant ape story. Because then, after that, he self-published Cavewoman in '93. So that was 3 years before this issue. So apparently that sold well enough for him to get picked up by Caliber Press. And I don't know what other publishers may have published it after that. What's on the back side here? I don't know. Oh, just an ad for some other thing that I've never seen before. Because I remember seeing Cavewoman on the stands, but I just never wanted to pick it up. I don't know why. I should have. Because I had to prioritize what I did buy. So, before we take a look inside that book, I'm going to just show you some of these and remind you that you can get your own character cards, such as these, for yourself or a gift for a very reasonable price. Handmade and by me to your needs. Just contact me at this email address and I'll see what I can do for you. Thank you. And there you can see a closer look at this cover with that giant ape image, and we start right off in with a bang. I like this. I don't know where they got that photograph. Anyway, and she is in a world of hurt right there in the mouth of this Mighty Joe Young sized ape gorilla, which looks more like King Kong. So I don't know how she got in this situation, but I already am drawn in because of all this. So she's fighting. She manages to injure his eyes, which makes him toss her aside. Ah! Oh, that's good. Right there. And it is kind of goes out of its way sometimes for a little bit of what could be called, well, extra cheesecake on this lady's figure. And her name is Miriam Cooper. Now, she obviously was named for one of the creators of King Kong, Marion C. Cooper. They just changed it from Marion to Miriam. And they're fighting. This is in the street, modern times. Ooh, don't know how the ape got here. Don't know how the sheep. But this ape obviously, apparently, understands sign language, because this kid is trying to protect the lady, Cavewoman, and they engage in sign language. And the ape's name is Clyde. And the boy saved her. She gives him a little smack on the cheek, and they get away. Only because these, I used to know what kind of animals these are. I can't remember their name. They're not really dinosaurs. They are pre-dinosaurs. But they are dangerous, and they engage the gorilla in combat, giving the people a chance to get away for now. Ooh, thrilling. Very nice work on the ape, on the monster, and they get all, and the van that they're driving is full of comic books. And they said, no, not Jack Kirby. Trying to throw stuff out to make it lighter. Meanwhile, other people in the town are, so something has happened, and people are trying to evacuate. someone who's with some of the cops, the police chief is dressed up in a Starfleet uniform. Must have been for a convention or something at the comic shop, because they're trying to get to the comic shop. There's a reason for that, which I won't bother getting into because it ultimately doesn't matter. And they're attacked by a giant serpent. So something has happened on all these this stuff brought forward from out of the depths of time, apparently, and there's just tornadoes running around. It takes care of the giant serpent, but the Starfleet guy, he was a red shirt because he met his doom. Kinds of other stuff with people around. It's some really nice artwork, some nice visual storytelling. And I enjoyed reading it, even though I'm right in the middle of a story. I don't know what the hell's going on. And there's Cavewoman. They give her a cute face, because she's only supposed to be like 19 or 20 or so. More fighting with the ape again, and he wreaks havoc, plows right through all these people. She's got to fight him again, and she doesn't really want to, and they don't want, but he's just like panic-stricken or what have you, and he's just rampaging through the town along with all these other critters. They try some kind of equipment. It looks like it's equipped with a flamethrower and conflicts between people. People trying to do wrong and harassing the girl or the lady cop. I guess she's the police chief, and she just takes him out nothing flat. So he wouldn't have stood a chance. And here we are, while Clyde is still fighting Cavewoman. He's got the upper hand, got her in hand, and slams her down hard. And the lady cop, she's shooting at him, and the bullets seem to have very little effect other than to really piss him off. So he goes for this vehicle, special vehicle, and the guy inside. Well, these people know Clyde, and he's supposed to be friendly, but something has turned him wild. And it pushes the button, and the exterior is electrified. Oh, there's some great imagery here. Blam, blam, blam. As he is getting electrocuted. Whether it kills him or not, I don't know, but at the very least incapacitates him. They go to check on Miriam, the Cavewoman, and apparently she's dead. Dun, dun, dun! But we know she can't be dead because she's got to survive for many years to come in the comics. But that's the cliffhanger. And it's got some really nice artwork. I really love the work on the ape. And some great action stuff. And I can kind of see why not necessarily why this guy didn't get hired by Marvel. He may have improved more while he was producing his this book, because actually this is 96. His artwork is a lot better than a lot of the people that they had been working for off and on for Marvel for several years. I mean, if Rob Liefeld could get work at Marvel, there's no reason why this guy couldn't have, because he's much better at storytelling. And that is what I've got for Cavewoman. And now I would like to pick up some of the other issues to see where it goes, what happened in it, because but this is all I've ever bought of Cavewoman. This particular version. They're cave girls and jungle women and other stuff. But it is a fun little romp. It's got me curious. I like the artwork. And I'd like to see where the story was going. So, Let me know what you think of Cavewoman by Bud Root. Please like, share, subscribe. You have other friends who are interested in jungle women and what have you, then share this with them. Maybe they don't know about Cavewoman. And leave me a comment if you like Cavewoman. If you've read more stuff, is it as good as it seems to promise? Let me know, because I would like to see more. And thank you for joining me. And remember, comics are art.